next race looks on paper. Find the form guide here. So race 7, we've got a 6-horse field. So Tabernan, Monique Burnett jumps on. My computer spat out 12s. The bookies went up 5s. Had one start back. It must have gone to New South Wales for a while there by the looks of it. So let's see what it did behind Presidential Secret at Melton, sitting 5 pegs. Went to come off behind him there, poking through now. It's got open gap, but what sort of times they ran there? 28.5, 28.4, 56.9. Didn't find the line, but yeah, obviously a different class here. He used to be quite quick out of the gate too. Let's just see if it's had a trial down here in the last month or so. Yes, it did have one. It ran second at behind I'm Meticulous. Yeah, last mile 1:59.8, half 57.4. I'd say that's pretty good. Where's Crazy got it in his speed maps? He has got it sitting behind Gotta Go Henry, which is interesting. May well could even try and hold the lead. Your Rock My Man comes out. Yeah, I agree. Balance Point probably goes back. 50 Shades goes back. Not sure about Cullen Regent. So keep that one safe, the one. Has Alfred got anything else in the race? Nope. Cullen Regent. So he drew one there last start at Cranbourne. So my computer spits out 28s. Bookies went up 17s. Did he find a line at all? He had to come off the fence there, got dragged back a bit. Ran on okay. That's only Sir JB Hall. Yeah, probably got to take it on here. Got to Go Henry. This is interesting. Cray has got it leading. Bookies went up 3.50. My thing came up $1.94, which is interesting. So let's have a look at it leading from barrier 6 at Tabcorp Park, Melton. How quick was it? Yeah, Diamond Ace is obviously slick. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Happy with that. Let's see what happened. The next star is drawn second row 2. We'll go back 5 runs against Gumdrops and etc. Gee, that looks a tougher race. Gumdrops raced against Free For All as the last couple. You know, he's quick. I'm satisfied that the one would take a sit on him. But here's the fly. You Rock My Man can get out on roller skates. Now let's have a look. So he drew 2. Here we go. 2 starts ago at Bendigo. Stilla's Boy drew 1. Couldn't cross him. Why not? Was he just not quick enough? Next to him, Warren driving. Let's have a look and see how the start of this race goes. question is about relationships avoiding not failed to run on, he says. I think drivers often just say that to make it not look as bad. I think Johnny Justice will hold him personally. Balance points going very well, but definitely goes back. Your Rockman man could help it, and it's not going to be far away. So what, Mike got 496, Bookies went 350. That's fair enough. 50 Shades had Amanda last start, which didn't hurt. Being had won its previous 3 out of its previous 4 and a second for Maddie, so it's a bit hard to be anything but positive about that. Probably my concern, well, yeah, I don't know. Normally I'd say the concern is that 50 Shades will probably try and go to the death, which would make it a lot easier for a horse like Balance Point to just go straight past it. But with your Rockman man seemingly going to be in the death, sort of opens it up a bit. I would have thought Steenhouse to go straight back. And Maddie's not going to be able to go forward early. She's not going to be able to go with the 3 and the 4 out of the gate. So, what does she do? Well, the way I see the race panning out, did Crazy have the 4 in the death? Yeah. My concern with that speed map would be that halfway through the race, the 6 might get going 3 wide, thinking that she can get to the death, which is obviously not going to be available unless she went real early. Which means, and would obviously ultimately help Balance Point, who was very good last start, Balance Point, but it was the race was put on for us similarly. Well, they did go 56.6 last half, so but the lead time and stuff like that in that race I think was rather fast. 2200, they went 157.5. That's flying. So yeah, it's a high pressure race. So the more when I start to think about that, I've got no doubt at all that the one. Well, I shouldn't say no doubt. Pretty sure the one's going to take a sit. Be crazy if it didn't. 2, will a 2 try across the 1? Don't think so. I think it'll just tuck to the fence. Ultimately sit probably 3 pegs with the 3 and 4 coming out hard initially. 3 I think leads. 4, this whole race could depend upon what happens from the start, so 2150 metre mark, to the 1800 metre mark. If, as I suspect, Got to Go Henry's able to hold the front or get to the inside first, and your Rockman man can't cross, how far does Warren Cochran on your Rockman man push the issue? Can he push it at all? Will he go for 400? Will he go for 100? Very hard to know. So the similar race, Silla's Boy, was 2150 at Bendigo 2 starts ago. Went 62.9 first half, 56.2 last half. I think that's, if he did a similar thing, Got to Go Henry would be okay. If he continues to put pressure, let's look at 4 starts ago, similar thing. I think he went a bit harder that night. Sullenberg 62.7, 57 flat. No, well the facts and figures, or the figures say when he gets left in the death, he doesn't put too much pressure on, which can sometimes have a bit of a double negative effect in that if he is in the death and if they go a 63 first half here, as long as the lead time's not too quick, it could, well, it's probably not going to make it that much harder because of the small field, but no one's going to want to, if they're of right mind, they're not going to want to go around to the death because your Rockman man probably won't give it up. So he sort of dictates the race from the death and means that the others can't make a move. If that happens and they do only go with first half in 3.5, then although the 5 and the 6 are going to be close enough in inverted commas, the leader, presuming the leader's the 3, is going to be getting away with a nice enough run. So it's probably. So he went to Melton last start and he went around them. Wow. And Genius Majesty got him late vets examination after race. Let's just see if there is anything in the steward's report on that one. Steward's report on Gotta Go Henry. 31st of the 10th at Melton. So John Justice, driver of Gotta Go Henry, was cautioned for an apparent lack of control and after leading when Ponton shipped out was, that's okay. The issuing a caution should the mindful of the veterinary report for Gotta Go Henry, which revealed an abrasion to the off hind fetlock, that gelding after suffering some interference during the early stages. So, well, you've got to assume that he's got over that okay for to start him. So he has copped a knock on in the early stages of the race. Let's just have a quick look at that. We've got time. We've got 3 minutes here. Let's see what happened. So the second route 2, he's got a check there at some point. So he's followed through perfectly there. So he's got good gate speed from the back row too. So he's just taken off straight away. Like he knew the lead was there, almost. So he actually has probably gone a bit plain, to be honest. Can we forgive him for it? Why were they tired? 21, 29, 9. Yeah, it's probably a little bit less confident after having a look at that. But I think the way the race is going to be run is going to be okay for it. So let's have a look at the markets from the opening. So Tabanan's 5's out to 9's. Cullen Regent's 17's out to 26. It's got to go Henry's 350s into 3's. I think that's about right. Maybe even still overs. You Rock My Man 6's out to 12's. Punters may be thinking he can't lead, can't win. Balance Point 350 out to 420. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's possibly value as well. 50 Shades, 3's into 280. The way I see the race being run is that probably Gotta Go Henry or Balance Point will win the race. Can't see many ways that 50 Shades can beat Balance Point, to be honest. He's flying though. But Balance Point's going to be one in front of it. 50 Shades can go and block it in. Don't think so. Can try and come off its back. Don't think it can out-sprint it. Don't think it can get the death 50 Shades. Yeah, I don't know, I might even have something. Definitely going to have something on the 3. Might even try and have something on the 5 as well. to do it as quick as possible after the event. So, in saying that, I can't remember what Tabernan even did. It was behind a leader, so basically it didn't do much, wasn't up to them as basically expected. Cullen Region, I think, got up for fourth and made good ground late. That sort of horse probably went a bit better than expected, but often can run on like that. Got to Go Henry, found the front as expected. What we weren't banking on was 50 Shades making that early move. As we looked at before in some depth, You Rock My Man's, who we expected in the death, when he's done that, the leaders have gone about 63 first half, 63 and a half, and with 50 Shades there, Got to Go Henry was forced to go about 60.9, so you know, you're talking 20 metres slower, or 20 metres quicker than what otherwise would have had to, and that made all the difference in the end. I think I noticed John Justice having a bit of a look around at Matty after the line, which I never really like seeing drivers do, but they do it because you sort of can't get fined for that, basically. And I was a bit frustrated too, but it's certainly not anything unusual for 50 Shades to be driven like that. So You Rock My Man took the sit because 50 Shades got around there so early, but maybe he's better off driving it like that too. Never really seen too much of him as a driver, and used to think that he wasn't much good, but maybe he's actually quite okay. Drove that fine, basically. The horse went pretty good. Balance Point, just flying. It was even a pair further back than what I expected it to be, but with that 60.9 or whatever it was first half, compared to the expected 63, just brought him right into it and was just too good in the end. Didn't win by a big margin. I think it's one of those horses that sort of can go good for months and months and not get the right luck to win, and then all of a sudden has 5 races in a row where everything pans out well for him, and looks like he's going a lot better, but I don't necessarily think he is. I think he's just got that good 400-500 metre sprint, and he's getting the right breaks now. 50 Shades went around to the death, went 60.9 first half, as I said. Also not unusual to be driven like that, but basically went too hard for it. In hindsight, I didn't really like it anyway, because it was either going to be doing that or sitting last. Probably went a bit down on form, but not massively. So yeah, I think probably the ones to follow are probably hard to say to follow Got to Go Henry after losing my money on it there, and sort of having every chance, but it went good enough. And You Rock My Man, yeah, geez, you'd like to see it drawn, won the second row, or drawn to sit behind a good one or something like that, where I think maybe he's more dynamite like that. Certainly went okay and can win again very soon. Alright, not sure whether I'll get the last, but we'll see how we go anyway. Alright, it's been fun.